katotohanan.
You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 6.
By the Ligtas Pinoy Centers Act and the Student Loan Payment during Disasters and Emergency Act. Marcos signs of it. The Ligtas Pinoy Center Act mandates the creation of fully equipped evacuation centers that can provide safer temporary shelters to calamity-hit individuals and families. Give me one moment as we'll be playing the Marcos speech. This is what Marcos has said in a speech during the event.
The signing of the Ligtas Pinoy Centers Act and the Student Loan Payment Moratorium during Disasters and Emergencies Act today reflects our steadfast commitment to protecting the rights and providing relief to families and students affected by calamities. The Ligtas Pinoy Centers Act mandates the establishment in every city and municipality nationwide of evacuation centers that are fully equipped to provide temporary but secured accommodations for our disaster-stricken citizens. We do not wish for the frequent usage of such facilities and can only pray that we have fewer calamities. But nonetheless, we need to ensure that the evacuation centers sufficiently respond to the needs of our people affected by calamities and other such emergencies. Investing in these climate-resilient facilities must be the norm, for we are not only protecting the people's lives, but also capacitating our local government units to respond, to reduce, and to manage the risks of disasters. Through this, we are also integrating into the very consciousness of every Filipino that preparedness is as vital as responsiveness. Whenever disaster strikes, we can and will respond. Noong Sabado, dinalaw ko ang mga evacuation center ng ilang mga nasalanta ng sunog sa Tondo. Alam niyo po, naantig ako sa nakita ko dahil sa kabila ng pinagdadaanan nila, nakangiti pa rin sila at ang init pa rin ng salubong na ibinigay sa atin. Dito ninyo makikita ang pagiging matibay ng mga Pilipino. Kahit nasa gitna ng matinding pagsubok, nagagawan pa rin ng paraan upang sumaya. Tibay ng loob at tatag ng pananampalataya sa may kapal, yan ang kanilang tangan. Evacuation centers like these should also be as strong as their faith and as resilient as the people's resolve. These serve as safe havens for those who share the same struggle and find comfort amongst one another. In my many visits to temporary shelters, I saw the plights of evacuees, and it's a very serious matter. Adding to that, the predicament is that traditionally, public schools are being used as, by default, evacuation centers. And that has been the case since we started using evacuation centers. I understand the appeal of the DepEd to refrain from using school grounds and classrooms as evacuation centers for prolonged periods of time. Schools are supposed to be sanctuaries for learning, creativity, and growth. They should not also bear the burden of being makeshift shelters. With the enactment of this law, we heed that appeal and commit to only using our schools for the promotion of our students' welfare and development of the education system. The enactment of the Student Loan Payment Moratorium during Disasters and Emergency Act is in line with the harmonization of our efforts to make education accessible to all our students. This law provides urgent financial relief by deferring student loan collections during and after disasters without penalty or interest. The benevolence of this law allows the disaster-affected students and their families to have a breathing burden off of our students' shoulders as they continue their schooling. Let me express my appreciation to our legislators who rallied behind the creation of these much-needed laws, a testament to your commitment of giving paramount prioritization to people's needs.
Meanwhile, a village in La Carlota City, Negros Occidental has recently been infested by coconut skill insect, also known as CSI or Coco Lisa. Mayor Rex Jalandon, in an interview on Tuesday, the secretary said the control on the movement of coconuts is being strictly enforced due to cases of Coco Lisa in Barangay San Miguel. Quarantine checkpoints, he said, will be implemented in the village by Philippine Coconut Authority personnel starting next week to stop the spread of the insects. The number of affected coconut trees in Barangay San Miguel has yet to be reported. Coco Lisa, scientifically known as Aspidioidetus ricinus renin, poses a significant threat to the coconut industry, according to the PCA. It said Coco Lisa infestations lead to yellowing and premature leaf loss, which could eventually cause stunning, non-bearing, and death of coconut trees. Colisa spreads easily through air, infected coconut leaves and fruit, and can affect outer plants like avocado, mango, breadfruit, guava, and papaya. The checkpoints were being set up in compliance with Executive Order 2336 issued by Negros Occidental Governor Eugenio Jose Lacson to control and mitigate the spread of Coco Lisa and its detrimental effects. The PCA, as well as Barangay San Miguel and the La Carlota government, called for full cooperation and support from all stakeholders in this crucial initiative. Lacson issued Executive Order 2336 on August 10 last year, designated the PCA as the lead agency in the battle against the Coco Lisa. He ordered the implementation of emergency measures to control and manage the spread of Coco Lisa to protect the livelihoods of 13,958 coconut farmers in Negros Occidental. PCA Regional Manager Neil Melishon said verified reports showed that Coco Lisa had hit 5,000 coconut trees in Negros Occidental last year, but the number could be as high as 30,000. Among the emergency measures adopted then were the declaration of infested areas under quarantine and the establishment of checkpoints and quarantine stations to prevent the transportation of unprocessed, untreated parts of coconuts, coconut seedlings, and other host vector plants from such areas. Lacson said in his executive order, the PCA shall have the exclusive authority to grant permits for the transport or movement of coconut planting materials from and to any points of the country. Still ahead on koolNews at 6, Panalo says public won't benefit from Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment, and other headlines to come right here on koolNews at 6. And it's now 6:11 p.m. Stay along with us. We will be right back.
This koolNews edition was brought to you by TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan. Delsat TV. Enjoy SD and high-definition channels when you subscribe to Delsat TV. Neutral Light Style Low-Fat Milk Powder. So good you'll float. Product excellence of Hongsang. Star Wax Floor Wax with waterproof formula. Long-lasting shine. Star Wax Floor Wax. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality. ACS. Fuji Denso Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving products. Upgrade your usual appliances of Fuji Denso HV inverter appliances. Fuji Denso, quality above all. CFB, express the freedom of banking. Open your account today at CFB, a member of Crosslink and supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Rexona, ang Deo Lotion ng Bayan. Say no to asthma emergency. And TVH, the home of entertainment. Tutok na sa TVH. Available in high definition via Delsat TV. Bisitahin ang youtube.com/@TVH Network PH para sa inyong paboritong mga highlights at live shows.
Barbie, pinapahid mo na naman yung Silka Lotion. Anong meron dyan?
Girl, may papaya enzymes and NutriBlend complex to.
Taray, may papaya. Tinola ka, girl.
Ay, sis! Ang Silka may Vita-Absorb technology at SPF 6 din.
SPF, Super Papaya Fruit.
Sun protection factor kasi, friend. Kahit under the sun, skin ay lit with regular use.
Wow, slay it.
Slay it with a skin na gigs. Stay lit with Silka with regular use for only 750 pesos SRP.
Tuhod, siko, baywa, pag laging pasan ang sakit sa kasukasuan, sign na yan ng arthritis o joint deterioration. Karaniwan kapag nagkakaedad na, kailangan ng tibay at ginhawang makakapitan. Kaya ng artrisin yan. May undenatured type 2 collagen at methylsulfonyl methane na maaaring makatulong protektahan ang kalusugan ng kasukasuan. Make the right move. Uminom ng artrisin araw-araw. Mabibili ang artrisin sa mga leading drugstores nationwide. Mahalagang paalala, ang artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi maaaring gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Going shopping, so many fits to choose. New look, just dab it, just dab it, shop all out, just dab it, just dab it. Enjoy vacation, just dab it, just even go all out, just dab it, just dab it. Chill out, just dab it, just dab it. Wanna party, wanna dine out, wanna dab it, just dab it. Vibe out, just dab it, just dab it. Live it up with dab it. Hang with BDO with dab it.
BDO is regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
1, 2, 3. Ano ba yan? Ang daming insects. Gastos na naman. Sa dami ng insecticide spray na kakailanganin.
Don't worry, mommy. With Vigon Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer, zero lang ang mahalaga.
Zero ba? Dahil ligwak ang mga insekto. Zero harm. Safe ang buong family mo. Zero chances of pest disease. Kaya bato ng products mo.
With Vigon Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer, hindi lang 7, hindi lang 8, kundi 11 insects ang kayang patayin nito.
Zero tolerance sa mga insekto.
Vigon Shield Protector!
Multi-insect killer.
Mga kumares, Dimpos Romana po. I-mega mackerel na. Malinam na. Mega mackerel. Malaman pa. Mega mackerel. Maraming ways para iulam araw-araw. I-mega mackerel na. Mistake ko sinigang. Mega mackerel. Sarsyado o adobo. Mega mackerel. Maraming ways para iulam araw-araw. I-mega mackerel na. I-mega mackerel na.
Pre, makinig ka muna. Payong kaibigan lang ha. Work hard, play hard. Yan ang motto ko dati. Pero nakakapagod din pala katagalan sa gitna ng lahat ng puyat, inom at pagkain ng masasarap. Kasama na ang oily and fatty foods, kailangan pa rin bantayan ang kalusugan. Tamang kontrol ang kailangan. Katuwang ko ang Liverade, Slimmering supplement na best with proper diet and exercise. Cheers to more good times. Salamat sa Liverade. Mabibili ang Liverade sa mga leading drugstores nationwide. Mahalagang paalala, ang Liverade ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin paggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Yo, it's the Saint himself, Dwight Ramos.
Hey yo, Jeremiah, what are you having?
Alam mo na, yung Primera Clase.
Primera Light Brandy.
Primera Classic Night.
From Spain, award-winning premium blend.
Smooth. Now this is our Primera Classic Brandy. Primera Light Brandy. Dahil Primera Classica.
Drink responsibly.
Patuloy nating suportahan Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, ang tagapagtanggol ng sambayanang Pilipino. Sa Senado, sagot ka ni Bato, mahal tayo ni Bato, pagtatanggol tayo. Sa Senado, sagot ka ni Bato, matapang si Bato, ipaglalaban tayo. Sa Senado, sagot tayo ni Bato.
This advertisement is paid by Ronald De La Rosa.
Fresh and Blue. May 3 times amoy pawis shield. Kaya, may
last on select fabric versus detergent powder only. Sir!
Si Vic Soto po ito. Alam nyo ba, kahit saan ako magpunta sa mundo, ang tanging tinatanggap na premium quality elastomeric paint ay yung gawa sa 100% acrylic. Hindi namumulbos, di basta kumukupas ang kulay, pangmatagalan. Para sa akin, yan ang gold standard. Kaya sa pagbili ng elastomeric paint, siguraduhin yung may tatak na 100% acrylic. Hanapin ang Davis Sun and Rain 100% acrylic elastomeric paint. Basta pintura, hanapin ang tatak Davis.
News at 6. Let's continue. Whether or not Vice President Sara Duterte faces impeachment complaints, the public will not benefit from them, former Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panel said on Friday. Panel reasoned that the ones in power only attend to their interest. Panel said in a forum in San Juan City, with or without impeachment, nothing changes. Whether there's an impeachment or not, the people don't benefit because those in power only look after their own interest. Furthermore, when asked if Duterte is still fit to be part of the government, Panalo would answer, definitely. Representatives from civil society organizations filed 2 impeachment complaints against Duterte, endorsed by Akbayan Representative Percival Sedana and Makabayan Bloc lawmakers Representative Franz Castro, Representative Raul Manuel, and Representative Arlie Rosas. The complaints stem from grounds such as betrayal of public trust, culpable violation of the Constitution, graft and corruption, rivalry, and other high crimes. Panalo also described the impeachment moves as a political agenda, emphasizing that all the forces against the Dutertes will combine whether you like it or not. When asked if the Duterte camp was in talks with other senators to secure the Vice President's acquittal should the impeachment charges reach the Senate, Panalo said there were no plans. Do your worst, and we will do our best. They are unfazed, he added. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. previously said that he ordered Congress not to file any impeachment rap against Duterte, adding that it was unimportant and would not make any difference to Filipinos' lives. Previous House hearings investigated the alleged misuse of the confidential funds allocated to the office of the Vice President. House probe found that the Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education submitted about 4,500 acknowledgement receipts to the Commission on Audit to explain how they used the 604.5 million pesos of confidential funds. Furthermore, the name Mary Grace Piato's service during the investigation of the House panel on good government and public accountability. She was supposedly the one who signed acknowledgement receipts as part of the liquidation reports, referring to the 23.8 million pesos of confidential funds covered by 158 receipts. The Philippine Statistics Authority recently confirmed there was no one named Mary Grace Piatos in their live, birth, and death registry. Provisional buses will be allowed to traverse Epifanio de los Santos Avenue from December 22 until January 2 for faster turnaround time and to accommodate more passengers as increased volume is expected this holiday season. In a statement Friday, Metropolitan Manila Development Authority Chair Ramondo Artes said provisional buses will be allowed on EDSA from 10 p.m. to 5 p.m. from December 20 to 25. From December 26 to January 2 next year, buses will be allowed on EDSA 24/7. More than 2,100 buses will benefit from the said holiday travel scheme, Artis said. Provincial buses from north of Metro Manila will terminate their trips in Cubao, Quezon City, while those coming from the side will end their trips at the Paranaque Integrated Terminal Exchange in Pasay City. He said there is an expected increase in vertical volume this Christmas season. We want our bus operators to serve our passengers for their convenience and faster travel to their respective destinations, he said. He ensured that the traffic adjustment will not affect bus transporting the EDSA parcel route. Today, the MMDA estimates around 464,000 vehicles passing through EDSA daily and is expecting a further increase from 470,000 to 480,000 in the second to third week of December. During this period, it is estimated that travel speed on EDSA would average 18 kilometers per hour, lower than the normal 21 kilometers per hour. Average vertical speed may decrease further to 15 kilometers per hour as Christmas nears. Artists urge the public to plan their trips and to take into consideration the adjusted operating hours of malls for the holiday season. MMDA traffic personnel will be on duty until midnight, later than the usual 10 p.m. President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Friday called on the public to draw inspiration from the message of the Murillo Vilarte 1734 map, the oldest known Philippine map that shows Scarborough Shoal as part of the Philippines territory. Marcos and First Lady Lisa Arrieta Marcos received a copy of the map in the ceremony in Malacanang. Marcos said in his speech, "Let us not only admire the artistry of the masterpiece presented to us today, but also draw inspiration from its enduring message, the call to protect and to assert what is rightfully ours, with resolve and with integrity. Together, we will prepare to write the next chapters of our nation's history, chapters that uphold the principles of justice, truth, and unity. Let us ensure that the legacy of the Murillo Vilarte map continues to guide us in our journey as a nation, steadfast in our identity and resolute in our aspirations." Yeah. Also called the mother of all Philippine maps, the Murillo Vilarte 1734 map was one of the over 270 maps submitted by the Philippines to the Art Bureau Tribunal constituted under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea in 2013. It played a role in establishing the country's entitlement to maritime areas as reaffirmed in the 2016 Bureau Award on the South China Sea. It reminds us that history, when meticulously preserved, wields immense power to inform and to uphold the truth, Marcos added. The map was acquired by Mel Velasco Vilarte in 2014 at the auction in Sotebay in Lodon and donated to the Philippine government. It was produced by Spanish Jesuit Pedro Murillo Vilarte with the help of two Filipino artisans, Francisco Suarez and Nicolas de la Cruz Bagay. And a total of 187 Chinese nationals apprehended as separate operations against Philippine online gaming operators, or shortened as term BOGO. Establishments were deported recently, the Bureau of Immigration said on Friday. The Bureau of Immigration Commissioner Joel Attorney Viato said the Chinese nationals were sent back to China on Thursday afternoon. They were among those apprehended during operations conducted with the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission in Pasay City and Cebu. The deportees have been added to the agency's immigration blacklist, permanently barring them from re-entering the country. Beato said in a statement, the deportation serves as a clear message that illegal activities by foreign nationals will not be tolerated. The Bureau of Immigration was supposed to deport 190 Chinese nationals, but only 187 were reported, since one had a whole departure order while the two had other pending cases in the country. And finally, on to showbiz, the upcoming second season of South Korean hit series Squid Game will see Park Sung-hoon step into the role of a transgender. Sung-hoon, who's known for his role in The Glory, gave a glimpse of his character Young-ju, or Play 120, in the recent promotional video that Netflix released, as he emphasized that his role is inspiring as it breaks down stereotypes. Jun-ju is a former Special Forces soldier and a transgender woman. She joins the game because she's short on money for her gender-affirming surgery. Even though she faces prejudice and tough situations, she shows incredible strength, decisiveness, and natural leadership, he stated. In the video, Sung-hoon is seen wearing a black wig to fit into the bill of the character. This will mark the first time the Korean actor will portray a transgender character. And K-pop supergroup Twice surely knows how to get our attention in their latest music video, Swaggy, featuring Megan Thee Stallion. The hit making group returns with a new extended play of the same name. The said music video was premiered on TVH Network earlier at 2:30 p.m. The newest song is now available on YouTube, Spotify, and other streaming platforms. We still have like 3 minutes before we and Ador filed a lawsuit with the Central District Court Tuesday, December 3, to confirm the validity of its exclusive contract with New Jeans, which the group claimed to have terminated, the company said on Thursday. The agency said it deemed it necessary to take the step to affirm that exclusive contracts cannot be unilaterally terminated based on individual claims, ensuring clarity for the artists and other stakeholders involved. This decision was not made lightly, the agency said in a statement. It aims to prevent misunderstandings where the artists might believe their exclusive contracts have been legally terminated, potentially engaging in entertainment activities that violate the existing contracts. Outdoor emphasized the broad implications of the dispute, highlighting its concern over the potential breakdown of trust and investment in the K-pop industry. The agency said if the fundamental agreement of the exclusive contract is not upheld, the company's efforts, which are based on trust in the investment while enduring long-term uncertainty, become invalid and unrecoverable. This would undermine systematic support, investment, and the advancement of systems that have driven the rapid growth of the K-pop industry. Allegations surrounding former Outdoor CEO Min Hee Jin's involvement in New Jeans' unilateral termination of their exclusive contract with Outdoor have snowballed recently, particularly after Min filed legal complaints against those raising the issue on Monday. It is 1 minute before 6:30 p.m. and that is it for koolNews at 6. As always, we will return later at 9 p.m. for more news and headlines. You can also send us your comments and suggestions at feedback@tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. Until later, my name is Carol. Coming up next on Cool FM is The Jimmy Show with the Computer Points. Good evening.